Welcome back, friends. Let's look into some more rules which we use in the basic mathematics. This rule is called BEDMAS rule. So B stands for bracket, E stands for exponent, D stands for division, M stands for multiplication, A stands for addition, and S stands for subtraction. So what we do is, we first of all, when you're given a complex problem, first of all we solve for the bracket, then we solve for the exponent, and then we apply the division, then we apply the multiplication, addition, and subtraction at the last. So let's say, for example, if we are given a question, I'm going to take a very simple problem. 15 divided by 3 plus 2. If the question is given like this, how can I solve it? So first of all, shall I add these two terms, 3 plus 2, or shall I divide 15 with 3? So because the division comes first in the order, so I will apply the division first and then I will add it. So 15 divided by 3 will give the answer as 15 divided by 3 will be 5 plus 2, which will give me answer as 7. So if I end up doing 15 divided by 3 plus 2 is 5, if I do this, the answer comes out to be 3. So this will be wrong because I can't apply this operation first. In the BEDMAS, in this sequence, division comes before the addition. So I have to divide first, then apply the addition process. So let's look into another example. So 15 divided by 3 plus 2, this is in bracket, and plus 6 times 7 if the question looks like this. So what do I need to do? So first of all, in this question, I'll see what are the operations given to us. One is the bracket, and then there is addition, multiplication, division, and there is one more addition here. So first of all, I will solve for bracket. So bracket, whatever is inside the bracket, I'll solve for that. Now within the bracket, I will look what are the operations. There is a division operation and there is an addition operation. So the division comes ahead of addition. So I'll divide first. So 15 divided by 3 will give me 5, and plus 2 will give me 7. So I solved within the bracket, and then plus 6 times 7. So now which operations? Now I can't further solve within the bracket, so I'll drop this bracket. So it will be 7 plus 6 times 7. So in this, the which sequence I have to follow? I have to follow the multiplication because it comes ahead of addition. So 6 times 7, 42, plus 7 will be, the answer will be 49. So that's how we will apply the BEDMAS rule. And let's look at another question. If you're given a question, 5 plus 3 square times 2, then divided by 6. So I wanted to find the final answer for this one. So again, we will solve whatever is inside the bracket. So within the bracket, it is which operation shall I apply first? 5 plus 3, or shall I apply 3 times 2? So I'll like you guys to pause the video and try and find the answer for this one. And let's look into the answer for this one now. So 5 plus, so 3 square, it is in the BEDMAS. I'm trying to solve the bracket first. Within the bracket there is exponent, so I'll solve for the exponent now. So 3 square is 9 times 2, and then divided by 6. So 9, in this operation, multiplications come ahead of the addition. So 9 times 2 is 18. 18 plus 5 is 23 divided by 6. So 23 divided by 6. I'm not gonna solve it in the decimal places. Oops, not 24, this is 23 divided by 6. I'll leave it as it is. So if you wanted to convert it into the mixed fraction form, we can convert it in. And the 6 times, how many 6 goes into 23? 3 times 6 is, or 6 times 3 is 18. The leftover will be 5 and 5 over 6. So that will be my final answer in the mixed fraction form. And now this is the BEDMAS rules. Now I'm going to apply these BEDMAS rules to the algebraic terms. So let's look into the algebraic terms. So if we are given the term like x square plus 5x, and rather than putting a bracket, I'll take a very simple problem first of all. So if we are given a question x, not x square, it is x 2x plus 5 equal to 10. This is the question given to me, and I've been asked to solve for x. So how can I find the value of x? So in this question, I wanted to solve for x means for what value of x, for what value of x, this left hand side of the equation, this equality is called the equation. So the left hand side of this equality is equal to the right hand side of the equality. This we can call it as RHS, right hand side of the equality. This we can call it as LHS, left hand side of the equality. So you can pause the video and can find the value. For what value of x these two will be equal, and let's look into more easier method. Thus, rather than just trying the hit and trial, let's look into how we can solve for x. So when we are solving for x, I will like you guys to take some rules, to note down some rules. First rule is the idea of finding the x is we want to isolate x. So if I wanted to isolate x, so first step is to whatever is in addition or subtraction with x, we will throw it on the other side of equation. Okay, that is the first rule. So what is in addition or subtraction? This 2 is in multiplication, so I'm not talking about this. But the 5 is in addition with this x, so I will throw this on the other side. So this will be, so if it is 2x plus 5, so if 5 goes on the other side, we have to change the sign, 10 minus 5. Another way of looking at this is, another way of looking at this is, I can 2x, the question is 2x plus 5 equal to 10. So you can also say subtracting 5 from both sides, and this is again both sides, and this is one of the math rules. If I'm applying the operation on the left hand side of the equation, I have to apply the same operation on the right hand side of the equation also. So 2x plus 5, I'm going to subtract 5 from here, and this was 10 minus 5. So I've applied it both sides so that the equation can be balanced. So this 5 minus 5 becomes 0, so this becomes 10 minus 5, which is equal to 5. So 2x equal to 5. So the previously what I've done is, if you recall the previous slide, so I've taken this on the other side. If I took it on the other side, this becomes 10 minus 5 and 2x equal to 5, which is the same thing what I've got it from here. So you can do any which way, the answer will be the same. So now another thing before I move further on, I wanted to talk about that's really important. This equality sign, this means this is like a balance. So when you are weighing something, whatever is on this side of the balance, it has to be equal to the other side of the balance. So that's where this equality, that's why this is called equality. So we have to make sure that if I'm applying some operation on this side of this on this side of the equation, I have to apply the same operation on this side. Otherwise these two won't remain balanced and our answer will be wrong. So in this case I subtracted 5 from this side of the equation, so I had to subtract the 5 from the other side of the equation. And if I apply the division, same, I have to apply the division on the other side also. So this was in addition, and the opposite of addition was subtraction, so I've taken it on the other side. This becomes 2x divided by 5. So now the second step is whatever is in multiplication or division with x, we will throw that term, not term, shall I say, throw that constant on the other side of the equation. Throwing it on the other side also means we can throw it on the other side by applying the opposite operation to whatever operation given with the x. So in this case 2 is in multiplication with x, so the opposite of the multiplication is what? Opposite of the multiplication is division. So I can apply the division on this side. Again, I wanted to isolate for x, so I will divide by 2. If I am applying the operation on this side, I have to apply the same operation on the other side of the equation also. So x value will come out to be 2 divided by 2. The x value will come out to be 5 over 2. Same thing we've done here. When there was an addition, opposite of the addition is subtraction, so I subtracted 5 on the both sides. That's what I did. In this 2 is in multiplication with x, so I divided the equation with 2. Opposite of the multiplication is division, so I got this answer as x equal to 5 over 2. So let's look into another problem. This is 5x plus 10 equal to 25. Okay, and then I'll change it a little bit. Rather than addition, I'll change it to the subtraction now. So if this is in the subtraction term, so what do I need to do is 5x, this opposite of the subtraction is addition, so I can, this is negative 10, so I'll add 10 on this side. If I'm applying something on this side, so I have to apply the same operation on the other side. So this is 25 and then minus or plus 10, because this was a minus 10 given. I added 10 here, I had to add 10 on the other side. This 10 and 10 cancels out. 5x equals to 25 plus 10 is 35. Now dividing both sides with 5, because this is in multiplication, so opposite of the multiplication is division, so divided by 5, x value will come out to be 35 divided by 5, answer will be 7. So hopefully you were able to understand some detail about how to solve an equation. I'll talk about some more problems in the next class. See you. Bye.